Welcome to the Eagle Valley Model Railroad. This video we're going to go through the process of removing existing track that's been ballasted, adding in a turnout, transitioning from court road bed to the foam going to our spur, going to a truck transfer industry. We're going to use this right hand. This is a Pico Streamline. It's an insulated frog, medium radius. The number is a SL95. Alright, so the first step in this process is trying to figure out exactly where the turnout needs to go. So we have our right hand turnout, and we're just going to place it on the existing track and see if we can find a happy spot. And basically what I'm looking for is I want to match up this straight and this curve to where it meets up without having to do too much to the existing track other than remove it and drop this turnout in. And I feel like that right there is a good spot. So what we're going to do now is take a Sharpie and just mark our existing track. We're going to remove the ballast in this area, expose the track, cut it with a Dremel tool, and see if this turnout lays in there pretty nice. This is a neat little trick here. We've got a sock from just an old church sock. So we've got our sock over our shop vac hose, and excuse the noise. Catches our ballast. Take our Dremel tool, now I've already gone under the layout and cut the feeders from the bus. So all we have to do now is get the rest of the track up. And it should come right up. Continue cleaning this area right here and getting ready for a good surface for the turnout. This is just a sanding block that I've cut out of a 2x4 and stapled a piece of 60 grit on it. I like to use it when I'm sanding down the glue that we have left over. Alright, now that it's cleaned up like we want it, we're going to come in here and take at least one of the cross ties out so our coupler can slide on it. Alright, and get this other side. Alright. Gonna set our switch in place. Just get a rough estimate of where you're gonna have it. And just draw right on the foam and trace out where it's going to go. And that'll give us a place we can add our cork. And what I like to do is go ahead and cut that beveled edge and make it a straight edge. That way you can utilize the straight edge on your cork. So just go right where the bevel starts. Follow it along to where you traced around the turnout. All right. Get our piece of cork here. Going to line it up where our turnout kicks off. Make a couple of marks with our Sharpie. I'm going to bring this back to here. Now remember, the line you marked here is actually the edge of the track. So what you need is, and I'll draw it on here so you can see it better. What you need to do is put the beveled where the beveled starts on that line. And that way you know that the full track surface is resting on cork and nothing's hanging off. So we're just going to line this up, eyeball it. This don't have to be absolute perfect. A couple marks with our Sharpie. One at the end and where the other cork starts. Take our straight edge, connect those 2 points, press down with your fingers out of the way, and score that cork a couple times, and it'll eventually cut down into it. Just like that. Clean this edge here up. And that should be pretty close to what we want.
Let's take a couple T-pins and pin this down. Take a couple T-pins, come into the side, that way you're not on the top surface. And this is just a test fit to see how we look and if we like how this turned out. Set our turnout in place. And I think that's going to do us just right. We're going to glue this cork down, let it sit, and once it sets up, or as it's setting up, we'll turn our attention to the transition from cork road bed down to foam. So all I'm using to glue this cork down, and the reason this cork is this color on the back side because it's a piece that I've used in the past, and all I'm using is a foam board adhesive. You can get at your big box hardware stores. And all I'm going to do is just put a bead right down the center of each piece, not so much on the little one, but just a bead right down the center of each. Take a scraper and scrape it flat. Something to that effect. Set our cork in place, set our next piece in place. Get it where we want it and pin it down.
Thanks for watching. Remember, like, share, subscribe, and until next time, happy modeling.